Hello, guys and gals, and this is a little bit of a different episode. I've never made an episode quite like this before. But in the age of the internet, maybe I can finally solve this mystery. Um, Basically, somebody sent me this book a long time ago. Um, Maybe 2000, maybe 99, around 2000, I think. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, time kind of runs together when it's that long ago. Um, and I don't know if I still have the actual receipt from this. This is a book that somebody sent me, just out of the blue, and I never really knew who sent it. And I always thought that somebody actually wrote a book about me. The book isn't really all that accurate, but I always find it flattering when somebody writes a story or a book about me. I saw a video that Markiplier put up, something about somebody wrote a book of without my permission or something like that. And personally, I don't really care if people write books about me. It's fine. If people get enjoyment out of that, that's cool. Stories, books, it's all fine. Anyways, but I'm going to go through a little bit of a history here, and maybe I can unravel this a little bit. And again, I really don't know anything about who sent me this book. First of all, it was somebody from Britain, which is kind of interesting, I think. Oh, it says Fort Caroline. Anyways, says, okay. And I'm not sure why somebody sent me this book. But if it says Fort Caroline, then it's definitely not for me, based on me. But anyways, see, it was based on London, Headline Book Publishings. And I never actually understood how or why I got the book, unless it was some kind of error or something. But let's go back to the beginning, but not all the way back to the beginning, because I don't really remember much. I remember very, very little about anything, because once time goes by, then it just kind of slips my mind. It's like that. But I'll read a few of the chapters in here. A few of the sentences in here, because they're really, really interesting. But first, again, the history. I'm not exactly sure when I started surfing the internet. I mean, we had the slow dial-up. I mean, that's what started, And I'm not sure what year that was or anything. But usually all I would do online would be I would use, does anybody remember AOL Online, or, AOL Instant Messenger? I'd be on AOL Instant Messenger. I'd be on, MSN Messenger, there was another one, Yahoo Messenger, stuff like that. I'd only use the messenger services. I really wouldn't surf the net much. But then I found Neopets. Now, I don't know if there's a whole generation out there that there might be a whole generation out there that might not know what Neopets is. Neopets is a what they call a pet site. I mean, it's basically you get a digital pet, you take care of it, that kind of stuff. And I'm not sure if Neopets is still around. I haven't even looked it up. I've got like 5 Neopets accounts. I don't know how to even get into them anymore. But that's basically how this started. And I basically met people through Neopets, or maybe somebody on chat taught me or told me about Neopets. I forget exactly how I found out about it. Anyways, but even before that, I also liked Yahoo groups. I mean, it used to be a thing, where there were groups, and there was this Pokemon RPG that was text-based. I mean, you got experience points for, RPing as Pokemon. So basically it was like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, except, maybe a decade before Pokemon Mystery Dungeon was even a thing, because you basically took the perspective of a Pokemon living on this, I believe it was a wildlife preserve or something. And it was about the daily lives of these feral Pokemon living out in the wild. And it wasn't entirely like Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, because there were humans involved also. But it was called Lake Erie, actually, not to be confused with the America's Lake Erie. It was, and as far as I know, that it's still around. I mean, I did look up that site trying to remember. Their GeoCities site that had, like all the information, all the pictures on it did go down, because Yahoo or Google or whoever owned GeoCities kind of took that down. But so I met people through there, and I kept meeting people, through my exploits on Instant Messenger. And so there, from Neopets, I found a new site called Kino Pets, and it started out with everything having Kino in the name. Like Do Kino was a dog, I think, and Po Kino was a pony, and Dre Kino was a dragon, stuff like that. Later, and I got to know the owners there. It was they went by the name Pyronius and Zirconia, and I believe they were British, but I'm not sure. I do know that somebody on staff there that helped, code the website was from Britain. So that's why I'm getting at this. It might have been someone from that website that sent me this book. But I don't know if it was like Pyronius, Zirconia, and I don't remember who did the coding for the site. I think maybe it was Pyronius that did, but there was a British guy there that I used to talk to, online. Anyways, there was that. And for a while, I was actually a moderator there. I moderated all the forums there. But then I quit playing basically, and the progression basically went like this because while I was playing Kino Pets, Neopets, Neutrino Pets, there were a bunch of pet sites out there. I mean, and I think Neopets started out with a couple college guys making the site in their garage, and it blew up to the point where there was merchandise and stuff like that, and even a card game, a trading card game. Anyways, from I think it was probably from the Lake Erie chat, I found out about Furcadia, which is Furcadia is still around also. It's also basically geared towards furries. And Furcadia was basically like a 2-bit or two-dimensional version of Second Life. Again, I'll get into this. Furcadia was basically, you could basically create what were called dreams. And dreams were like little worlds. And you could use like real-life items, pictures of real-life items. And, basically you could make anything you wanted on there. And it helped to build creativity. And, yeah. I think it was formed out of Mux or something like that. M-U-C-K-S, I think, or M-U-K-S. I never really knew what those were. But they were like little chat rooms, I guess. But anyways, there was this thing called the Central Nexus, and you could, where anybody could upload their dreams. And a dream was basically, and then people could go in there, And there was one where you could turn into horses, the avatar. You could change what people's avatars were in the coding or something. It's confusing. But anyways, so then it went from Furcadia, and then Second Life, and then from Second Life I moved on to World of Warcraft, and then that kind of ate up all my time, and I basically lost touch with about everybody. And I quit playing Neopets and Subeta and stuff like that. But it's kind of funny. I do have a funny story about Kino Pets, because later Kino Pets is probably still around. It basically rebranded itself as Anatheria, Anatheria, I believe. Same owners. They just wanted to rebrand. And so yeah. But the funny story is that I was basically playing beta. I probably joined Kino Pets like the day they went live, or maybe the day before they were going to go live. And so I basically was insanely active. I mean, with the game. I mean, there are a lot. And so eventually the owner, Pyronius, he messaged me, with the in-game mail and asked if I was cheating because, I had so much currency and so many items just basically because I was, with any pet game, I would just save all my money, and save all my items. And so I assured him that, I wasn't a bot or anything like that. I wasn't cheating in any way. There weren't any exploits in the site or anything, or in the coding. And that basically started off our friendship. But that's where this book comes from. I don't know. See, at the time, I didn't really know anyone from Britain except for the people that were from Kino Pets / Anatheria. And so maybe somebody from there sent it to me. And like I say, in this digital age, I should be able to find out who sent me this book. I mean, I didn't get charged for it. Somebody just sent it to me. And I've always wondered for like 10, 15 years who sent me this book. Maybe it was longer than that too, because it's just been a while. But yeah, I kind of lost touch with all that, with the pet sites, and I don't think that Neopets gets rid of old accounts, and I'm pretty sure that Anatheria doesn't, so my account is probably still there. Um, and there's always like a friendly rivalry there because I had this one pet named Night Mist, which was a shadow capistro, which was a horse, a shadow horse, that had like insanely high stats. I mean, and basically, I don't know. That was before they actually limited stats. I mean, I think there's probably like a break, a limit to the amount of stats you can have on a pet. But I mean, I had like thousands and thousands of points in each stat just because I kept training them in that. Anyways, but yeah. Anyways, yeah. But once I found World of Warcraft, then things changed quite a bit. I played World of Warcraft from I want to say early Lich King all the way to like Legion. I think Legion was the last expansion I had, and the only reason I actually quit was because my laptop quit running it, and my net was kind of slow at the time. So it was just really frustrating, and I probably would play it again. I probably would go back to World of Warcraft again just because I find myself really missing it. But I don't know if I really want the monthly fee. It was like $15 a month to play it or something. Now, eventually they implemented something where you could use in-game currency to buy an item to renew your subscription, and I could do that because I would always have lots of money. Basically, what I do is getting money on World of Warcraft was really easy, and basically I had level 100. I think that level 100 was the cap when I quit playing. But I would have a level 100, and I would have all my level 100s run all this old content, and I would basically run Karazhan. I could solo Karazhan, even the living chess game. I could solo that easy, and so I would basically run several of my characters through Karazhan. I would take all those items, I would put them in the auction house, sell them for probably just a little bit above what you could get for selling them like to the shop. I'd go through with my enchanter. I would disenchant all the trash, then sell all the materials. I mean, you could sell sell like thousands and thousands of like wool cloth and silk cloth, and you could make quite a bit of money like that. And you'd be surprised about what all you could solo. I mean, I think I even soloed Black Wings Descent, which was which was a dungeon that came out during Cataclysm, I believe. And I would just go there with my Feral Druid, Wargen Druid. See, okay, this is turning out less to be about the book and more about my history with World of Warcraft. But stick with me here. And then we'll read a little bit about a little bit from this book. Anyways, when I started playing World of Warcraft, everyone was like, "Oh, play a hunter because you get a pet, and stuff like that." So my first character was a Tauren hunter named Adequine. I don't know. The name Adequine, basically, I didn't have the name Adequine until I joined Second Life. Prior to that, I was Adam Sager 22, and basically, prior to that, I was like Archon Tashida, Archon And that goes all the way back to Archon was a video game put out by Activision, I think. It was a really old game, and it was like chess, but it was with mythical creatures. Anyways, so my first was Adequine, and he was a Tauren. Now, Tauren are anthropomorphic cows. So, of course, I was one of them. I used to remember the sequence. I think my second one was a Tauren Druid, and then I think I actually went Alliance on a different server and played Draenei because they were space goats. People would say they're space squids, but I always saw them as space goats because they had hooves. But their faces kind of had tentacles, you know. And I think they were based off of the, that blue StarCraft species, whatever that was. So I played a paladin and a hunter with the Draenei. And I would only play Tauren and Draenei until my account got hacked. In which case I found a bunch of tunes that people had made, to farm gold, And anyways, I got all my stuff back. I got my account back. So that was okay, even though my account did get hacked on Christmas once. That was something to wake up to. Wake up, oh, your account's been hacked. But, it turned out because then I started playing other races instead of just Tauren and Druids. Anyways, I don't even remember who they all are anymore, to be honest. But let's go back to this book. I know you've been watching this for 16 minutes, or maybe you quit watching like 5 minutes ago. Who cares? I don't know. Anyways, we'll just read one page in this. And this is why this book is kind of difficult to read, and you're going to see why. Thunderclap, theme music. Adam, Prince of Eternia, raises his sword, roars, I have the power, and lo and behold, he's He-Man. Most powerful dude in the known universe, dudes. He grits his teeth, wields his sword, and the evil forces of Skeletor, they get ready to attack. Beastman, Trapjaw, Evelyn, Skeletor laughs, throws back his skell head. Lightning strike, all goes dark. Oh, the forces of good look doomed, dudes. That's me, man. He-Man. How, cause it's the Hoglin and Glen Village Gala Day, man. Yahoo! The Gala Day. The best day of the year, man. Always sunny, roastin', boilin', boof. Get the t-shirt. Off, dudes. Everyone's dead excited. Big parade. Pa. We all march. March, tay, the big grass park. And it goes on like that, so this entire book is written in like a Scottish accent, which is kind of adorable. Next day, the cottages, Barand Lounge, and there's a coronation by a celebrity. And you can see these are, the words are like, not spelled right, which is, this is really kind of a brilliant book. But yeah, basically, I'm going to leave this video here. I'm sorry this was so long. If you want me to delve more into the past, like especially my history on World of Warcraft or Furcadia or Second Life or anything like that, pop it in the comments, and I'll talk about it. But anyways, I'm still wondering who sent me this book. I've been wondering this for a very long time. In this digital age, somebody surely knows. But yeah, that's that. Anyways, if you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. And I completely forgot my outro. Okay. Sorry about that. I completely forgot my outro. I'm going to have to do it again. If you like this content, make sure you like and subscribe and ring the bell so you know when I upload. Also, any and all support can be found, the information anyways can be found in the description below. And as always, thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great day.